Good morning. This is Pierre Laguerre here, your daily motivator, and today with you on episode 371, I'm going to talk about if it's not on the calendar. If it's not on the calendar, it's not getting done. Simple as that. Now, you may not be like me or many others that I know that are calendar driven. Everything we do it by the calendar. We live and die by our calendar. If we miss something, it's because it was not on the calendar. And the reason is because everything we do, we track it. And again, your time is your most important asset. It's the greatest asset you've been given besides your breath. So you have to absolutely put your time to good use. You see, what happens is when you don't put something on the calendar, what you're saying is that it's not that important for me to track it. It can come up at any time and try to steal my time. Even my bills are on the calendar. I need to know when companies that ought to bill me are planning to bill me, so that at least a day or two before, I'll get some kind of reminder, if the company does not send it, that this bill is about to be processed on my account. So the point here is this. You probably have a calendar right now that you're maintaining, and maybe you use it sparingly. Nothing wrong with that, but what I want to bring you to is the point where you actually get consistent on using your calendar. Yep, we're talking about consistency. That's what I talked about yesterday. Go ahead and check out episode 370 and learn more about consistently hitting the fundamentals and where it actually leads you in the end. It's the same thing with your calendar. If you're not using your calendar consistently, you're going to miss some appointments, something important. It may have to do with your kids' health, your spouse's health, or maybe something to do with your car, maintaining your car. Whatever it is, there are so many things that your calendar can be so useful for. So let me give you a tip. Do you have a Google email? Yes? No? Get one. Since 2003, Google has been giving away email addresses. And for me, I can say 15, 16 years I've been using it. The calendar has become the best thing. You know, if you work for a company, use your Outlook calendar if that's what they're leveraging. They may also be leveraging Google Mail and Google Calendar. It's one of the quickest calendars that you can set up on your phone and actually track all your meetings, everything that you're dealing with. And the point here is this. People that are busy, especially when things keep coming up, you need to block time on the calendar. You know, here's something I did not use to block time for. I did not use to block time for the time I get to do work for my clients. I would always assume, I'll get to that work when I get to it before, of course, I meet with my client. Well, guess what? My calendar has changed that completely. Sometimes what you thought was going to take you 15 minutes ends up taking an hour. So I can tell you this, not only do I use pen and paper to track what I'm doing, but I'm also using my calendar on a daily basis. And the reason is very simple, and I wanted to be quick on this one for you today so that you could take it and start implementing. Because when it comes down to the time due for my customers, it may take a few hours maybe to finish a website, track some statistics, some traffic stats for them, understand exactly how a funnel is working, whatever it is, the type of work that I'm doing for them, whether it's for a promotion or maybe it's something to actually get more clients to come and see their offer. Well, guess what? I got to put that on the calendar, because what it does, it makes it easier for me to actually know, hey, you're going to spend the next 2.5 hours or the next 3 hours, set them aside to work on this. And of course, when it comes to moving information around, like on a website, there's nothing more important than putting that on your calendar again. Why? Because it's going to take time to do it. Now, let me challenge you to something. All of us are supposed to be writing a book. You are living this life. It is important to track the life that you've lived and put it in a book. Or if you don't get to put it in a book, put it on a podcast, put it on video, but at least leave it somehow for others to have basically to have had the advantage to have known you, but not only that they can track certain things that you wrote, what you said, and everything else. Just like my wife left a ton of videos and, of course, her journals as well. So here's the point. If you're going to be writing like I am, you're going to have to set time on the calendar consistently to start hitting your writing time. Now, writing is a very important exercise. Just like doing this podcast here is important, because I want you to get value. I want to give you value above and beyond anything, so that you can say, you know what, this Pierre, he's giving me value consistently. I need to turn on and I need to listen to his podcast and see what else is going to challenge, inspire, and motivate me to take action on today. Again, this is about your life. This is about your business. You're going to build a business so that it can become the vehicle to take your life wherever you want to, right? You have a calling on your life. God has called you. He's put certain gifts inside of you that you've discovered. Same thing for your children. But if you're not using your calendar to actually start tracking things, it's going to make your life tougher. And of course, you're going to say to me, it's not necessary. Okay, let me tell you one thing. Look up the definition of insanity, please. Yes, I did go there. You keep doing the same thing and you expect a different result. It's not going to change. If you keep forgetting your wife's anniversary, for example, men, I'm talking to you, it's because you don't have it on the calendar. You didn't plan it. Come on. February 14th passed. If you're listening to this now, at the end of the year 2019 or beyond. The point here is this: you have to put things on the calendar so that you can do them. But it's not enough to put them on the calendar. You have to go and check the calendar and then move things around as necessary. And maybe this is the work you don't want to be doing, managing what's on the calendar. But managing what's on the calendar is actually managing your time. So I am gung-ho about this because I move and do everything by the calendar. Even right now, I'm with my kids in the house. We're preparing to go to church. We're supposed to be there at a certain time. It's all on my calendar. Why? It makes my life easy. It keeps things simple, so I'm not asking myself when, what happened, because I made enough mistakes to know that if I track things, it's going to make my life easier. Yeah, does it take a little extra time to put it up on the calendar? It sure does. But you know what? I'm not running by the seat of my pants, and then I have a way to track things. So this is Pierre Laguerre, your daily motivator, coming at you this Monday to say to you, look, it's really about putting things on the calendar and tracking your time, because your time being your most important asset, if you are not tracking it, you are wasting some of it. Some of it is going away somehow, somewhere, and you are just not aware of it. So have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Please review and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye.